Yeah.
Clap for Anna. She's back.
Eh, yeah, so sorry about that.
So that's awesome, and I can see now we are a lot of people. So I think we should start. Anna, what do you think?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
Okay, yeah, it feels like they can hear us now.
all right, guys. So let's start. Today's webinar is how to find a remote job, which is definitely everybody is looking for as a digital nomad. Like if you want to become a digital nomad, you need to have a digital income. And to have a digital income, there are a few ways. You can start freelancing, you can start your own project or a business. But the one thing everybody goes after is to find a remote job. So everybody's looking for it. I was looking for it. I was lucky to got one, and Anna has it currently, a remote job. So it's kind of competitive to get a remote job, but if you follow like a path, if you follow these logical steps, I'm sure I've done this and I found it. Anna did it. A lot of people did it, and you will be able to do it as well. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And so today's agenda, we're going to start with the speaker's introduction. Of course, you should know who you are listening to and what their experiences are. Then we're going to talk about our amazing digital nomad community, guys. I am one of the administrator for that community, and I'm always excited to do things and to meet a lot of amazing people like you and all that. So after that, we're going to talk about, is tech the only way? That is considered that, like, if you want to become a digital nomad, you have to be a techie. The great news is no, you don't have to be a techie, and Anna is not a techie. Just an example. So after that, we're going to talk about some non-tech jobs and the resources. So let's jump on and introduce ourselves. I would pass it to Anna. Ladies first. Anna, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Thank you. So, I've been a Corridor refugee. It's been like 2 years now. Yeah, bit less than that. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm a marketing consultant and a full-time remote employee at JobRack, which is actually kind of an inception moment of our lives because it's a platform where you get remote jobs. And actually, I'm working on marketing on the platform. So I'm doing a full-time 8-hour day remote job there. Okay, so yeah, that will be pretty much everything. Danish?
All right, guys. There's a lot to tell you guys, but I will try to keep it quickly and short and nice. So, Danish Samro, I'm in Vancouver, Canada right now. I am a sort of a corporate refugee. I worked in tech for Microsoft and Shopify. I'm also a semi-technical person. I wouldn't call myself a techie, semi-technical. Like, I'm not a programmer. I was a consultant. I was an ex-remote employee as well for Shopify. I did consulting for about a year, and then I quit my remote job, which is, maybe sounds like a little bit shock, sounds like a shock, but I quit it because I'm trying to build my own startup. So I prefer more flexibility, so that's why. So that's about us. Let's jump in, and I want to talk about the digital nomad community, which you guys are a part of, and that's why you are here. And guys, this community, literally, I wake up in the night and get excited just thinking about, about our community. It's growing fast. We like 28,000 people around the world, and we have programmers, designers, entrepreneurs, farmers. The other day I saw like doctors, lawyers, and when I saw the post from a farmer, I was like, I was cracking up, and I'm saying, this is amazing. So we are everyone. We come from all walk of life, from all the skill set and backgrounds, culture, religions, and this is like a one world sort of community, and we share the same objective that we need to build a digital income so that we can live our nomadic lifestyle. So guys, this is a great community. We have some tools I want to share quickly. DN Links info, I designed it. It may not look awesome, but it has all the resources you need, all the information one would want to start a digital nomad life. It's all there. Digitalnomad.chat is a new tool I am building. It's in a beta mode right now. but we will be officially launching it, where you can go and chat. There are rooms, you can join those rooms, you can chat with other digital nomads, you can share the ideas, you can collaborate, and you can do other things. So the third is the community webinars, which right now we are having. And the last one is the community blog. You are all welcome to volunteer. We are volunteer. I am a volunteer. Anna is a volunteer. This is a very like communal sort of activity we do. There's no money involved in there. So jump into the community sponsor. Anna would like to introduce the community sponsor. Anna, please go ahead. Anna?
Sorry, was on mute. Yeah, the community sponsor is webinarjam.net. You can go visit them for like any kind of business webinars that you wanna have, or pretty much any webinar that you wanna hold. It like these guys have making it pretty easy to do. So yeah, you can just quickly follow the link and check it out yourselves.
Yeah, guys, I really appreciate Kyle is working with me, and he gave us this like the software to host the event. So really appreciate that. All right, guys. So the first thing, you guys may have heard about this. When you're in a community, you think that tech is the only way to become a digital nomad, which is true a few years ago. That if you are a programmer or like a really hardcore software engineer, yes, you can get a job, remote job, like in a second. But in the last few years, digital economy is growing. So the good news is that there are all other like other occupations or titles within the organization is going remote, or a lot of startups they are preferring not having like a building or office, but they are creating these virtual companies like everybody is called distributed teams. They all are everywhere in the world, and they kind of work in virtually. They have virtual offices. Literally, there is a software, Sokoko, which is actually a virtual office. I was using it when I was working at Shopify. So we have like virtual rooms. You can come in and you can join. So that's where things are going. So digital economy has for everyone. If you are a marketer, a salesperson, or anyone you are, or any task you can perform, you could digitize that. You can become a remote employee doing that. So these are the good news. We're going to talk about some non-technical and semi-technical opportunities which you can go after. So the first thing, right now you're in a situation, either you have a job, or definitely most of the people right now having a job right now. So Anna would talk about it, what they normally think. They get radical and they quit, or what shall they do? Anna, would you want to shed some
What shall
light?
they do, Danish? Yeah, I think that like American movies, or all the other movies, to be precise, have made us believe that you can like easily quit your job and just jump into the new one. I believe that the whole scene of quitting your job is predominantly what you think about when you are trying to become a digital nomad, right? That's what I was thinking, at least. But so there are a couple of things that you need to think about. For example, if you wanna get a remote job, quitting is not the only option that you have. Actually, you can think about the position that you're doing in a company and whether that is something that you would like to continue working on and develop yourself further. So if you're actually okay with the company that you're working in, you can easily get them to talk about your transition to the remote employee. This is something that I see more and more often, like that companies are allowing their employees to go remote, because when you think about it, it's less costly, right? It costs less, and it can easily pay out for them. So no reason not to let you do it. I mean, Danish, you've made that transition, right?
Yes, absolutely, guys. So I made that transition. I was in a non-nomadic job and I switched to a remote job, and I did that. And there is always, you can make things work. So instead of quitting straight away, think about, the first strategy would be, so you know what, you can go after finding a remote job. Definitely, it's the second step. But first step, try to find to switch or transform your current job into the digital one, because you would be surprised. There are a lot of people, or a lot of my friends, they were able to actually they were able to get a permission to do 6 months remote and 6 months in the location. So that would be the first strategy. Think about your current jobs, if you could transfer them or transform them into or you can digitize your work. If not, then don't worry about it. We got you covered. There's a lot of career tracks and job titles you can go after. So you could look at my screen. I designed these different tracks. It's on the DN Links info. So you need to figure out what type of personality you have and what kind of things you like to do, and then you can follow one of these tracks. There is a non-technical career tracks, which has the job titles, and it has remote work available right now worldwide. It's a customer success manager, digital marketing consultant, and all these. There is a full list which we are working on. Which will be available soon. And there is a semi-technical, which I think, which is amazing. Even if you are a non-technical person, I would recommend you to get familiar with these software, because that's where things are going, and it's a very competitive space. And if you want to get a remote job, you need to know these software. So you like to be in the middle. That will be the awesome. So if you are not right now, you can build those skills. Anything can be learned. That's how I learned. That's how Anna actually we learn. And it's very fast. It's very easy. And these are very targeted titles and jobs. You can learn them fast, and you can go after to get these jobs. So, and the last one, of course, is a technical career tracks, which we are not going to talk about today. Why? Because most of the technical career tracks are easy to find. They can get the remote jobs easily. So we're going to focus on the non-technical career tracks, which all you guys can relate, because this is the most hardest sort of career path, which you can turn into the digital nomad lifestyle. So we're gonna focus on the non-technical career path. So, but just to let you know, there's a logical division between the career path which you can follow. But definitely, it's always a step-by-step guide. So the first step definitely would be, Anna would talk about it. The slide I showed you. From that, you can follow and find out what you are. Anna, what you are, Anna. Would you like to share?
Yeah, not really sure anymore. So I started as a non-techie, yeah, and turned to a semi-techie because I was learning a lot of skills. I mean, the bottom point being that practically with web academies that you have all around the net, you can pretty much get yourself covered up with any skill that you might wish to learn. So I found somehow I started with copywriting when I started learning things deeper and deeper about marketing, and that's how I turned to a semi-techie. So actually, if you wish for something that is like easier to find or will get you covered up more easily, just go ahead, go visit millions of platforms that are offering you courses, and go get done some, because you have like from the beginner's level to the more advanced level, whichever you can continually develop yourself further in the direction you want to go.
Mm-hmm. That's that's awesome. So guys, as Anna said that she's a non-techie, she turned into semi-techie, which I recommended you guys should be targeting within like 6 months or a year. But for now, let's talk about you guys. If you are a non-tech person and you want to start a digital nomadic lifestyle tomorrow, let's say, or let's say 3 months, if it's your 3 to 6 months goal, these are the job titles you should be targeting, or these are the skills you should be looking for, because we research all these jobs, remote jobs comes on these different portals. We kind of find the patterns. These are the jobs which I listed on my screen right now. Mostly I see in the group, and I see on all other job portals websites. So copywriting is these are the top job titles we saw. So copywriting, teaching, translating, service and support, which includes customer service, customer support, and a technical software support. Digital marketing is huge right now, because Anna is one of the digital marketing expert, and social media marketing is a part of digital marketing, but we wanted to divide it and show it because there are a lot of people looking for social media marketing as well. Virtual assistant is going great as well. I wouldn't, yeah, I mean, it can be a little hard because you need to know people, you need to have contacts to get the virtual assistant job. Because if I'm hiring a virtual assistant person, I would like to know them either like a friend of a friend, or there should be a link, there should be some sort of trust there. So it could be a little hard. So if you want to go after it, you need to create some contacts. So guys, these are the top, I guess, if you can target it within the next 3 to 6 months. And then once you find out that you're a non-techie person, and then you can find which one suits you the best in these. Like if you are a creative person, you can go into the marketing. If you like to talk to people, if like me, I love to talk to people, so I can go after teaching. And if you really love people and care about them, you can go after service and support, customer service. There's tons of jobs which are remote, you can go after. And if you are analytical or technical, you can go after translating. If you are multilingual as well, you can go after translating. There's a lot of online jobs you can look for translating. They may not be steady, they may not come in this is more like a freelance. Translating is more like a freelance. But if you talk about the jobs, all other titles have proper full-time or part-time jobs. I mean, one strategy would be you can get the part-time job and move to Thailand, because if you are even making part-time money, you can easily live in Thailand, like a king or a queen. So, um, uh, guys, so it's a lot of information. I'm sorry we're not, because we have limited time, but soon we're gonna have, in upcoming weeks, we're gonna have we're gonna have webinar on each strategy or each job title. For example, if I wanna how to get a digital marketing job, and then in those webinars we will dig in deep and exactly tell you step by step what courses you should do, what companies you should look for, or what job portals to find these marketing jobs or design jobs. So down the line we will be having those webinars. But for now, you can look into this and find your match, find your fit based on your personality and the skills you have. Even if you don't have the skills, don't worry about it. Anna said it. There's tons of online courses, and these are very specific tasks or skills. You can learn them like in 2 months or within like a month.
Yeah,
It's,
I would just like to. Sorry to interrupt.
no, go ahead.
I would just like to add, like, if you're getting to into any of these, I would just recommend like choosing the most specific niche that you can. For example, if you're copywriting, choosing a niche where you'll be a copywriter at, or if you're doing marketing, just choose as specific niche as you can, because as you know, these jobs are getting wildly spread, and you would like to choose a path for you and develop yourself further within that path. Just like, don't spread it all around. Like, don't try to do translating, teaching, copywriting, and digital marketing all at the same time. Yeah.
I think that's I think that's a great point, because she's right. Because what's happening right now, people are a little bit desperate to get jobs, and they're jumping
Doing
in.
everything. Yeah.
Yes, and so I think that's a great thing, guys. Focus on one job title there in the list and go after it. Go after it, hit it hard, master the skills, and go look for the job. Or even some, like in the community, you can look for the clients. I see a lot of jobs people are posting within the community, and soon we are creating this community job portal where we will be kind of sharing the jobs within the community. So the tip to take here: find the first only one match with with your personality and the skills, and go after it. If you don't have the skills, learn the skills. In the upcoming webinars, we will share exactly what courses you should do. But for now, just get the rough idea here. And Anna, a question: if I want to start something tomorrow, people don't like to wait or learn. They
Are
want
you sure?
results.
Uh-huh.
Uh, you want to start tomorrow. You are impatient like me. I don't want to build skills. I don't want to wait 1 year. I want to start my digital nomad life tomorrow. Okay, let's say not tomorrow, maybe within a month.
Maybe today.
Maybe today, right? I'm in Canada. It's so cold here, and I really need to escape. And if I'm one of those people, what shall I do? Are there any remote jobs which I can start tomorrow?
Sure. So supposedly, like if you're a digital nomad, you most probably speak English. So I believe that that will be the enough point, because just like talking English, you can easily improve it to the level that you can teach English or languages at least at the beginner's level. And if your knowledge is more advanced, then okay, go ahead and do it. Also, there is a bunch of other things that you can do. Wanna share them, Danish?
Yes, so guys, I actually this search engine evaluator is a job which not so many people know. It kind of pays you from 13 US dollar to 21 US dollar per hour, and you can set your own hours. It's so flexible, like it's up to you. You open your laptop in the middle of the night and you punch in 1 hour. You do 1 hour of work. It's an amazing flexible job, and it pays in USD. So even if you work like 20 hours a week and you live in Thailand, as I said earlier, you'll be fine. So this job is actually what you're doing in this job is these big giant search engines like Google and Bing, they hire these companies who hire these hundreds and hundreds of people who are actually evaluating the website. So whatever you see in the Google search engine results, yes, the algorithm is working, but people are trading those algorithms. So if you know you what your job would be is just to sit and rate the website. Like if the website looks sketchy, you rate it low. If the website looks awesome and credible, and so you rate it high. So that is your job. You're not even talking to anyone, and you're not doing anything. You're just with your computer. You're rating these websites, and these companies which are hired by Google, they pay you from $11 to $21 depending on few variables, and also the companies. We're going to have a dedicated webinar on this one soon, where how you can find the search engine. Well, I went through this route before when I was hunting for a remote job. I even passed the test. I had an interview. I was having the second uh, thing, but okay, just to let you know, the interview is not like if person is talking to you. No, you need to fill out the information, and then the second thing, you have to do the test. If you pass the test, you're hired. So you're not even like, this is not even an interview, in-person interview that you have to prove them you're awesome. No, if you pass the test, you're pretty much hired. But the test is a little bit tough, but we can talk about it in the other webinar. So the search engine evaluator, at the sham, I'm seeing your question. It's search engine evaluator we are talking about. The other one is a ticket broker. Okay, guys. So one of my friend, she is from Florida. She's making about 10 grands, and she's a close friend of mine. I met her when I was a digital nomad in Florida, and I met her there. And she asked me what I do. I said, "Oh, I work a remote." And she's like, "Oh, me too." And I asked what she does. She said, "I am a ticket broker." And I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy. But is it like a digital job?" She's like, "Of course, yeah. I mean, I sell these tickets. I buy them and I resell them." And I asked, like, how much do you make? She said anywhere from 10 to 15. And that blew my mind. And then I researched into it, and that's kind of true. And you can actually make a lot of money, but you might have to invest a little bit of money to buy those tickets. But certainly there is like an amazing margin. And I know a digital nomad, which is in the group. His name is Justin. He's one of my friend from Toronto. What he does, he target 10 major events throughout the year, and he work on those events only. He buy a lot of tickets for those 10 events, like World Cup final, and uh, or any sporting events. Let's say Taylor Swift is her new album came out, and she's going on a world tour. She's performing in these big cities. So you know that Taylor Swift is always a sold out. So you want to go after that event and buy the tickets in advance. And then when the time comes in, you can resell them on StubHub, and there are websites where you can resell them with 200% margin. And that, my friend Justin, he does only 10 events, and he's living comfortably throughout the year. So it's an amazing like time investment. You can just target those 10 events in a year, and then you can make the money which is enough for you to live throughout the year. If you want to be greedy, you can go after more events, you can make more. This is the one thing which I am currently interested in, and I'm researching on it these days, because I don't like to work a lot. I mean, it would be awesome for my type of personality who likes to just, be easy and not a workaholic. So ticket broker guys, look for it. The last one is stock trading guys, which is pretty much self-explanatory. Anna knows it. I lost a lot of money, so I'm a little bit of scared in that. And you need some investment in stock trading before you can make money. But there are some people who have a great vision, who have a great method, like, they have some sort of, they can sense, they are risk takers, and they also have capital, so they can go after it. Yes, you can make money, but the point here is this is a remote job, so you can actually have. So we're gonna have individual seminars or webinars on one of these jobs, which you can start tomorrow soon. But let's say that you went after the marketing or any other career path. Where to find the jobs, Anna? So I know I'm a non-techie person. I pick that I'm going to, let's say, do the digital marketing. Now I learned the skills and I'm a digital marketing expert. Now what to do, what website I should go to look for the jobs?
Well, to be honest, there is plenty of them. There's plenty of them. But yeah, the question you should ask yourself first, and we covered it in the first webinar, is like, do you want to work part-time? Do you want to work project-based? Are you going to work with numerous clients? Are you going to work with just one client? So yeah, it's opening like lots of possibilities for us. So here we have listed just some of them. For example, TopTal being one of the greatest resources for all the freelancers throughout the world. And for example, if you are to get the job that would be like not project based but be full time, or if you wanna be with one company just remotely, you can visit We Work Remotely, which is a great resource for all the remote jobs. Also Jobspresso. Jobwork is only for Eastern European freelancers, so if you're from Eastern Europe, then go ahead and check it yourself. Monster, Guru, Freelancer are the ones where you can work project based, and like if you wanna like
Freelance.
just not just freelance, but like organize your time the way you want and leave space for yourself, or not indulge in the full-time jobs, then you can easily go pick one, or work 2 or 3 hours a day. The niche dream, right?
Yes, yes, guys. This is actually I'm targeting, and if you work for it, you can get it, and that's where I am on. I mean, you can join if you guys are like me, who don't like to work a lot and make good money. You can join my journey. We all can find out, So, guys, don't need to worry about these websites. We have like all the website we mentioned and some more right on our community website. So I put it there on my screen. You can see that we have a section, it's called Remote Job Portal. You have all the jobs listed with why this website, or what is this website good for. Like if you look at my screen, if you are looking to customer service job, go for remote.co. If you're looking for all kind of jobs, go to We Work Remotely. And at the bottom, there's occupation specific remote jobs. For example, if you are a developer, you go to Stack Overflow. If you are like, Cloud Peeps is mostly social media marketing jobs or content writing jobs, you go to Cloud Peeps where you can get the gigs. So everything is right there. You don't need to make notes. You can just go to this our community website. But as I said, step by step, first find out if you're a techie or non-techie, and then pick a track, pick an occupation or skills you want to learn or go after based on your personality as well. And then once you acquired, when you equipped with those skills and tools, then you go to these job websites and look for the jobs. Now, if you see the job and you apply it, Anna, if I see a job, a marketing specialist job, a remote job, and I apply it, I should get it, right? Is it that easy or not?
Well, do you want to work a lot?
Um, okay, let's say I want to work, let's say one of a few people are not like me, they want to work full time. So is that easy to find? Like if I see a job on a we work remotely and if I apply that job, what are the chances? Is it easy to get that job or is it very competitive?
Yeah, it's a competitive market, but as you see, the jobs are growing. The number of jobs is going into the air, right? And the number of applicants too. So make sure you're on the top of your game at least when you apply. I'm I was a bit of fake it until you make it, I have to admit. So were you ever there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of us were. So basically, there's nothing wrong with having custom made resume when applying for a job because not all of them want to know about all of your previous experience. So make sure you like read through it and make a custom one. I mean, really, really pay attention to what are they doing. Do
Yeah.
you have any more advice? Like,
Yes, definitely, guys. I'm a software guy, so I understand all these HR software. They are using a HR software, right? There's not like a human being sitting down and going through hundred of CVs. So no, you need to add those keywords into your CV before you apply for those jobs. So definitely there is a work, guys, because if you are chasing a dream lifestyle, there is some investment you need to put in. I mean, time investment. So you need to go after the job, pick a job, change your CV, targeting that specific job, adding those keywords, and then you apply. So that increases your chances a bit. But I want to share something which I did recently. I saw a job on WeWork remotely. It was a software trainer, and I applied that job, and I did not hear anything from it. So what did I do is I went to the LinkedIn and I find the guy. I was looking for the guy who is the owner of that company and I found him and I added him and I sent him a message. Hey guy, hey buddy, I saw this job posting and I'm really interested in that. And you know what happened? After like 2 hours, I got a reply from HR to they invited me for the second step. So the point here is not only applying is not going to do anything. You need to be a little bit of, do extra bit from your side. Go on a LinkedIn, find that person, send him a message, send him a postcard. A quick example: when I was looking for a job, I sent 200 postcards to startups in North America, like physical postcards. And 5 people actually talked to me after that. Didn't get a job, but I did. I made my efforts. So this is the one. Local startups is one of my favorite. Why? Because you don't need to look for a remote job online. You can actually find meetups, startup meetups in your city, go to those meetups and network, because the startups are the ones who are going to hire remote employees in the future. So if you go and say, hey buddy, and the advantage of going local is that you connect on on many levels, on cultural levels, on language, and so many other levels. And physical touch is the best, right? And volunteer. So I went into a startup event 2 weeks ago and I asked them, before asking them to give me a job, I offer them, how can I help them? And they were like surprised. I'm like, yeah, I want to volunteer for a few hours if I could. And they're like, definitely. So that's how you build network, and literally trust me that you will be offered a job within 3 to 6 months if you follow this strategy. So once you find a job, applying is not going to get you a job. These are the other tools which we just told you, which you can use and increase your chances of success. I did it, Anna did it. I know tons and tons of people who did it. But if you just apply online, you might get a job if you're impressive, but there are less chances there. So, Anna, I know
yeah,
that.
you skipped one. You skipped the social presence just for a quick second. Okay, you definitely, and there is no excuses to this. You must have social presence. I mean, you have to have those profiles on LinkedIn because people are going to search for you. Yeah, and make sure that you're building a social presence. I'm not saying that you should share everything, but you know that you're there because if you're to get a remote job, people would want to get to know you through social media. And yeah, that was the case with all of my jobs.
All right, guys. So that's again, thanks, Anna. You're always giving these great points, which I kind of missed, but um, thank you. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So after you apply, do not forget when you're applying, when you are in a process, do not forget to mention and practice these skills, because these are the top skills to get a remote job. Like if you don't have these skills, these soft skills we are talking about, of course, hard skills you need to get. You need to get this marketing certificate. These are the hard skills you get, but the soft skills are as important as the hard skills you will go for. So these are the soft skills. Clear communicator. Because normally you are communicating through Skype or digitally, so you need to be very clear and concise when you are communicating. Because when you're meeting in person, it's easier because you're reading the body language, but when you're online, it's a little hard. So you got to be a clear communicator. You gotta have to be fantastic listener, and I believe you are qualified for that because you all are listening to us. So you you are an amazing listener. So congratulations, guys. You have that skill. Uh,
Yeah.
Techie. So don't get us wrong. Techie means you're familiar with the famous software. For example, if I go into marketing and if I don't know about HubSpot or Mailchimp, it can get hard to get the digital marketing job, because these are the famous tools every digital marketer use. So you gotta know these tools. So techie means not a programmer, but you are familiar with these software, which are common in the industry, and employers expect you to know these softwares, right? So mention those softwares in your CV as well. The last one is accountable. Accountable means, like, because you are not there, they are trusting you. Like you are sitting anywhere in the world, you're sitting on a beach. That's the beauty of being a digital nomad. But you got to be very, you have to have an integrity, and you should be accountable for your act, for your time, for your efforts. So this is, I think, a crucial soft skill you got to have if you are targeting the digital nomad. So guys, I think these are the things step by step we mentioned, and we also mentioned the jobs which you can start tomorrow, which are highly like, I love. They are really interesting, and I am actually, as I said, targeting the ticket brokering because that has a lot of potential to be a digital nomad. So we're gonna be having those webinars targeting those individual job titles, and we can learn exactly step by step how we can do it in the future webinar. But for today, we kind of generally covered how you can go for a remote job, what skills, what non-technical tracks you can go for, what soft skills you should be having, and what other tools or techniques you should be trying. The recording will be available. You can, you can watch it again if you missed out something. The community website is there. And I was going to talk about the resources we have. These are the community resources, not made for money, no advertisement so far there. We are supporting ourselves. Anna, would you want to talk about these two resources? These are the community assets, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm right now typing in the answer.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's downlinks.info. So basically, there's all the information that you need to get covered for getting the remote job. And the one that I particularly like is Digital Nomad Chat, because it's been like the thing that I was looking for. All of those people asking on Facebook, hey, who's in Portugal? Hey, who's in Belgium right now? You can literally get in touch with these people like really, really fast through the digital nomad chat, and okay, just share the experiences. I find it really, really useful. Do you use it, Danish?
Oh, absolutely. So
Of course.
let me brag about it. I'm the creator of the Digital Nomad chat, and I created it for the community, and so we all can collaborate, guys. So the the essence of the community is when a few individuals come together, they collaborate, they share some ideas for a shared goal, and all of us, we have a goal to become a digital nomad, a successful digital nomad, making a lot of money and also living wherever we want. So this is our shared goal. So we needed a tool where we all can go collaborate and go after that goal all together. Because if we are together, I have to use this overly used line. we are stronger until we are united or something like that. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, there's something like that. So I will use that line. That's why I created this tool. Go after it, use it, connect there. As Anna said, if you are in a country, you don't need to go on a Facebook page. You can go into that chatting room, look into that channel where people are. You can connect, you can meet them, and who literally you gotta meet people because that's how I found this ticket brokering job. I didn't know that this thing exists until I met someone, another digital nomad. So there are a lot of successful digital nomads. They are making money in, you will be surprised to hear how they make money. So to know those ways, you got to meet them, you got to connect with them. So we have a community of 28,000 people, and definitely they are, I guess, like 30%, like 5,000 people are successful nomads. They're making good money and with very interesting ways. So you got to know them in order to find those ways. So the digitalnomad.chat is can be the one tool where you can connect. Facebook group definitely is the one, but Facebook group is more like a linear conversation. And also we have a community portal, as Anna mentioned, where we have all the resources mentioned for you, so you can get help. It's all community driven. It's all ran by the volunteers. And if you want to volunteer, please, join our volunteer team, and you can work. All right, Anna. So, guys, if you need some more help, we are almost done here. If you need more help to find out what type of personality are you, what kind of career you can go look for, what kind of courses you should go after, or what kind of side project you should start. No promises. Anna and me are very busy people. I'm not bragging, but we have a lot going on these days. But still, if we have some time, we love to help. That's why we are here. We want to connect with you. We want to become your friend. And if we could help you in some way, why not? No promises, but we will try to help you in these topics. Right, Anna? Would you be down?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, you can drop the email, or you can simply drop me a message in digital nomad chat. I visit regularly.
Okay, guys. So this was very kind of Anna because, I mean, normally nobody give out their email and say, "Hey, send me an email if you need any help." That was kind of. Thank you very much for all the help, guys. So thanks a lot, and I'm so I'm a generally very excited person, and when I do such events, when there's a great energy and we can do something great together, it's really
You don't
makes.
have a time frame.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. When I do such event, I don't have a time frame. So thank you so much for staying for an hour.
Yes, guys. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. And if you have any questions, please do ask them. Few people asked the questions. Didn't get a chance to talk because we wanted to wrap it fast. But if you have any more questions, send out an email. Good luck on your journey to become a digital nomad. We are here. We are always here. We're gonna be here, and we will be sharing some this amazing tips. And we will expect you to share if you